Hello and welcome to the stream. I have my captions on, as you can see. I am Cress Nether. My pronouns are they, she in this form, but you can also use others if you so choose. Welcome to the Fae Groves here on twitch.tv/nethervt. I hope you're all having a lovely time. I am sitting in 29-degree weather. That is centigrade. I have a fan! Hi Rahara, good to see you. I see some lovely people in chat, and we have a Ducky being first, a Jen Giggles being second, and a Flutus being third. Thank you so much for being on the podium. And I also see some lovely people doing their daily random encounters. Let's see what I will get for mine. I win! I've defeated a ghost. For anyone like Rahara who wishes to lurk, that is absolutely fine. I hope you have a lovely time here. It is so hot, so even typing can be exhausting right now. As Tompkins says, it sure was, and is, hot outside today, because it very much is. I believe it's 4 degrees hotter outside than it is inside, and to be fair, my office does run hot with all of the equipment that I have here. My office, my streaming room is very much a hotbed of activity. Thermometer in the yard was 37 in the shade. Oh no! And then the sun hit it? Oh, what did it go up to? I'm too scared. I'm too scared, but do tell me. Oh. 40-ish. Oh no. That's terrifying. Well, I am very happy. 24, 42 even, said Flutis. Well, despite the heat, and I also hope you don't hear the fan too much in the background. Like, I hear it, but I don't know if the mic picks it up. Flutis, oh no. That's terrifying. But despite the heat, I am really glad to be playing some more Daggerheart. 'Cause it has been a while since we played, and it will be a while again since when we play, I believe, or actually, no, we will be playing on the 10th, I believe, but we might have one fewer player. But yeah. Let me bring up some things here. Yeah, France has been... It's been devastatingly hot there. But with that said... Hello there. Hi, Derek. I was just about to push a button, so you are just in time with that one. As we are turning off the sounds, and we are returning to buy the book, Daggerheart. Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Yeah.
Finally, jump scare.
Oh no. Right, there we go. Should I just go round and ask how everyone is doing?
Sure.
Alvarez, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm eating vegetables.
You're eating vegetables. That sounds like a very wise choice. We have Danny Cat.
Alvarez's captions showed up with Siren X.
Oh.
Rip.
Huh?
Oh, you're
What
right.
are my options then?
I might have made a mistake.
It's just wrong placement. It's okay.
Wrong placement. Let me just grab these.
Can I talk for other people?
Probably not, no.
Aw,
I mean, you can try. You can
Would be
certainly
funny.
try to.
Okay, now Cyrenix has Cyrenix's captions. And Alvaren's...
Yay!
I don't know why I put Alvaren's in Cyrenix's captions. That's weird.
Life happens, mistake happens. We survive. Somehow.
Right, so, Danny, how are you?
I have had 3 to 4 hours of sleep per day for the last 3
Yeah,
days.
I'm so sorry,
Because
friend.
of the heat.
Because of the heat. My sleep schedule has not... Let's say, it has not improved. So I know how you feel.
Cannot sit up straight.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Gamesy, how are you?
Could be gay. Sorry.
I know.
Sorry. Busy. Today was
Busy?
just taking up a whole lot of things.
Oh,
Wow. But
But- but you made it.
I did, and it's also not too cold today. It's a little chilly.
It's
but
not
I
too cold
survived.
today.
Yeah.
Oh, what a problem to have.
Listen here, I can't help that I am the only one who suffers during my heat waves because I don't know anybody else in my hemisphere. And then when y'all are all suffering, at least you have the commiseration of your fellows, and I'm just here like, wah.
Look,
I'm alone.
I know I can't sympathize, but I do empathize.
Meh. Anyway, but yes, I am alive and I'm here. even
You're
though
alive
I'm
and you're
sleeping.
here, and I'm so glad that you are.
Bless.
Sunny, how are you?
Yes. I'm good because the heat wave hasn't hit Finland yet.
Let's hope that it doesn't, or if it does, it is severely diminished.
Brace
Well-
for impact.
I'm looking at the
Yeah.
weather forecast now, and the highest temperature we're getting is on Monday, which will be 24.
What a problem to have.
I know. I know. I'm slightly dreading the potential heat wave, but also, as Chris said, in the coming few sessions will be with one player less. It's because I'll be in Brazil.
Oh yeah.
But first I'll be in Netherlands, which might have a heat wave, but then I'll be in
Oh.
Brazil, which is in winter there.
And finally, we have Cyrenix. Cyrenix, how are you doing?
I looked at the exact temperatures because I was curious. Apparently, we have 41 degrees Celsius outside, 36 degrees Celsius inside here.
Oh. Oof.
Not anymore because it's cooling down now that the sun is going down, but that was today.
My thermometer just hit 30 inside, and it went back to 29, so I'm hoping it stays there.
Mm,
So, I haven't been doing anything for a while now because every single day I wake up, I stay up for a little while, and then it gets too hot to do anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
we should all just embrace the siesta.
Yep.
I think... I wish that is possible, yes.
Mm.
So... I hope that we are going to have a good session. I know my brain doesn't work at full capacity with this heat, but we'll see
I
how
can
far we
play
can
out.
go.
Second that.
I can play, I'll just be yawning a lot.
Yawning is
But it's not
fine.
because I'm bored, it's because I'm tired.
You
I think
are
Kamesy and
perfectly
I will just
happy.
be this voice.
perfectly
I think
welcome.
Kamesy and I will be the voice of reason in this case, and just if we notice that you're not doing well, any of you, we'll just go, hey, I think this is enough. Because
Oh,
you're also adding heat to your places right now with your computers.
yeah. Hey,
And my computer's gonna be
That's
on
fair,
anyway.
yeah.
speaking of reduced capacity, I forgot my my water.
Yes,
go,
does
go. My-
everybody have a hydrating beverage?
My
That
computer
includes
is
the
actually...
audience.
My
I
computer
don't
corner
miss
is actually the
session.
coolest
I
part
got-
of the room right now because my AC is pointing at it.
Fair enough, yeah. I actually got a hydrating glass of water at the start of the session. It's already empty. Anyways,
Also, are y'all adding electrolytes to your water? Just as a thing, because overhydration is also as dangerous as underhydration.
Yes, that is correct.
I don't...
And if you don't
like,
have dedicated electrolytes, just adding a little bit of salt is already very helpful.
Yeah, or make a little bit of a broth, a bouillon. Not a bouillon, that's different.
Oh, if anything, I think I got too little water instead of too much today.
Yeah, apparently you need to add Boolean operators to your water.
Yes.
No. Right. So, last time, and I'll pause the music here
Buy the book,
and start the music here. Last time, yay banjos indeed. The party arrived in X, a hive of scum and villainy. While the majority of the group heads into town via a tavern/customs post, Nose makes her way through more hidden caverns, finding herself caught by an old flame of hers. Garrig, an operative that has ties with the Loop, who is rather upset at Nose's reappearance. Apparently, the loose ends that Nose left all tied up when she left last time were not all as tied up as Nose expected. And over at Off the Mark, the central inn of X, the rest of the party orders some ale to wait for Nose. There's a lot of folks there that look like trouble, especially a duo of a half-Dracona woman and an androgynous fairy/elf person. One that leaves Hafrit looking rather anxious. We return to the scene the moment after these two have left Off the Mark. And as Sunflare makes a point of, you all add one hope the start of this session.
I even remembered to target everyone. I just don't know if it actually applied.
I don't know either, but you'll have to.
I'll do it myself. That's fine.
Sure.
I think I had to do it myself, but I did set it to 4 now.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I also have to manually do it.
Yeah, I did also click apply healing, but that also didn't really do much.
Hmm. Ooh. Did Alvarez just step away for a moment?
No, I'm here. I was coughing. I didn't want to interrupt.
Ah, no worries. But yeah, Alvin, since you weren't here last time, I simply played Hafrit as being rather quiet and a little unnerved at the sight of one Peridor Dahanan. They, in turn, did not make
For a
any...
little bit of context, they did also not look like they were comfortable in their position here either.
That is correct. And they also pointedly chose to avoid your notice. Or not notice, not make certain that you are...
No, I got that.
no eye contact, no indication that they recognize you.
No, go ahead.
Oh, no, I thought you were going to say something, and then there was.
Yeah, because I figure everybody's a little bit stuck, so I figure I'll just jump in. And...
I thought Alvarez would have something to say.
Yeah.
I mean, I. The best thing that I could think of at the particular moment in time is more that it's okay. We are playing this close to the chest, then. and less of a so it's more I guess there's kind of the anxiety of meeting an old friend, if nothing else, at a particular moment, along with the additional baggage that you've talked about here and there. So it's just kind of processing. Kafri would be kind of processing what little they were able to catch.
Yeah, and just to refresh some memories, this woman they were with introduced herself as Estrid, and kind of making a little bit of small talk, seeing that you are fresh faces to X. And Peridor was not talkative. They did not speak a word in that company.
Okay.
Estrid was wearing this really almost fancy outfit, very well put together, clearly an outfit of quality, high boots, tailored jacket, whilst Peridor was wearing very fitted clothing as well, clearly not suited to the cold outside weather, with a very much a backless outfit, and there is and as you could see, since they are of the fairy heritage as well, they were wearing this very delicate piece of body jewelry that kind of wrapped and draped around their hummingbird wings.
Speaking of, Ophelia did introduce herself as Leah, and she pointedly addressed, I forgot the name, the fairy...
Oh,
No, the
Peridor.
fairy person. Yeah. Can you write that down for me so I can...
Yes, absolutely, because my captions are butchering it. It is Peridor.
Where did I post?
I posted
So
it
we're
in the
at this
chat
point
in Foundry.
time. At this point in time, we're still in this bar, correct? There's still people around, possibly listening in.
Yes. So the duo of Estrid and Peridor have left, but most of the patrons in the bar are still there. You also know that Garrig is sitting a couple of tables away.
Just to quickly finish my thoughts, Ophelia did address Peridor directly with a offer to discuss wing care tips. Because
Yes.
I don't remember if she knows about Peridor and Hafrit, but she does notice that Peridor seems not very comfortable.
I will say I'm having a hard time recalling what exactly they said in return. Seeing that
From
I
what I
lost
remember,
the
it was
last
something
bit
rather-
of the VOD.
Not exactly deflecting, but more of a timid yes, maybe. Like not
Yeah.
saying no, but also not saying yes, from what I remember.
I think it was also because Estrid sort of glared.
Was there, yeah.
Yes, there is that.
And I think Kaylin made sure to not agree to go along with anything that Estrid was saying, but not decline.
It was very much a standoff between the two
Just so
groups.
we'll keep it in mind.
Yes,
Standoff that ended up in a bit of a stalemate because nobody
Oh, yeah.
was giving up anything.
correct.
Other thing, I just remembered. Nose is at the desk, has Nose's features, but has changed the way that she looks so that she's not actually very clearly herself. But there's enough of the features that you remember from Nose that, you're not questioning, oh yeah,
Right.
this is Nose.
Yes,
Table.
you Nose is wearing a
I
disguise.
already asked her a question to confirm it, so I
Mhm.
remember doing that.
Yes, you know Nose is here in disguise, but that doesn't mean that everyone else in the tavern would know that as well.
Because some people might not be happy to see it.
Mm-hmm.
I will say Rune is very much looking visibly confused and very much out of her depth still.
Mm-hmm.
And no idea what's going on.
Well, in that sense, if there's nobody really picking up the conversation now that these two have left, there is going to be the younger Fawn, who's been tending to the tables, kind of returning, seeing that, you know, cups and mugs might need some refilling, so he asks, is everything to your liking? Do you need more ale?
I need more ale, yes, please.
Yeah. And he quickly fetches like a pitcher and comes over to refill your mug. And it is at this moment that you hear this rather more gruff voice from behind him. This rather stout looking Fawn as well. Clearly much more masculine and taller than this timid little timid young adult. I was like, Yannick, what did I tell you? And he kind of turns to this bigger guy and is like, oh yes, sorry Dad, payment first. So he kind of holds out a hand for a couple coins.
I will. How much? Apologies. A reminder. How much is this?
He gives you an amount of coins for narrative purposes. Mechanically, you've already spent that handful for everyone for one round. So right now, there's no mechanical cost to this. But if everyone wants another round, it'll come down to a handful.
Galen is not drinking more yet.
It's not great.
He is only a quarter of the way through this drink and is suffering.
Yeah. So with...
I will probably add, like, I don't know, some sort of food thing. I'm sure they have, like, you know, some really awful peanuts, whatever, something, you know, while you have your drink, whatever. So I'll just order something like that too, just to, like, change the atmosphere, the feel of this table for a bit.
Okay.
Healthy snacks to encourage drinking.
Indeed.
And I will cover the cost of that, so I'm assuming a handful.
Yeah, that definitely would do it. You do this within earshot of this older Fawn, and his gruff exterior, like at this gesture, like kind of mellows out. There's a smile on his face a little, and he says, "Well, good to know. Apparently some people know some good manners. I'll get you that sorted." And he picks up a tray. The moment you said thank you kindly, kind of a lot of people kind of turn. It's like, okay, that's a bit much. But Yannick's dad comes over with a tray of new mugs, takes away the old ones, puts down. What you can see is these kind of... You think it's a sort of popcorn? And it seems to be spiced in a certain way. There's a spice mix thrown over it that you can tell, like, from simple, like, scent is some sort of maybe paprika or some sort of... I do not know what those are.
It's basically the Turkish form of popping popcorn kernels.
Ah, okay. Well, simply put, they do not have peanuts or anything in that regard, but they do have some corn derivative or corn-like vegetation that they can source here. So that's what they have on offer, and you can tell like it is spicy, which requires something to cool off, and as such, there's a really, really terrible ale that you're being served.
Yeah, no. Well, Go
With
ahead.
that, he puts down the mugs, puts down the popped corn, and says, "So, yeah, people obviously notice you're not from around here. The name's Carl. I run this establishment. If you need any place to stay for a while, we have rooms. Can't say it's very cheap, but the upside is no one's gonna bother you."
We got rooms already, right?
Oh?
Do we?
Didn't we?
I don't.
We got them and we went and we dropped stuff. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. We didn't. Sorry, I'm
Different game?
distracted.
I think now I would like to get a vibe check on Carl, if that.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
And then, if you wouldn't mind, I would also like this, since I wasn't here, for a bit of a retroactive vibe check on the patrons of the tavern, if that hasn't been done
Okay.
already. And specifically on the patrons of the tavern, my focus would be more on Peridor if numbers aren't in my favor.
Okay. In that case, I would like you to give me either an instinct check in this moment, or a presence check, which would lean more towards feeling out Carl.
Okay. I'll do presence. That one's better. No experiences. Characters fine. No advantages. Alright, cool. So here we go.
Okay, a 15 with hope. You take that hope, and if you weren't full up already,
I can shove it on my Slayer dice, so that's fine.
oh yes, you can. Nice. On your Slayer dice. So, with a 15, as you kind of take your mug from Carl, you kind of process the things that have happened in the last, say, half an hour, 45 minutes of being here. One, what is very clear to you, as you kind of mentioned earlier, Peridor, for some reason, did not acknowledge you, not because of any slight towards you, but simply because they are not feeling safe enough to make like any sort of relationship between themselves and you known to the person they were with.
And we
Second-
know actively that the person that Peridor was with is a loop individual.
Greg has in fact given you the name Estrid as the current person running the loop.
Right. Okay. Cool. So is
Yes.
got it.
Your approach to kind of mirror that from Peridor did not seem to sway Estrid in any way. It might be that Estrid kind of already knows what's between Hafrit and Peridor. The rest of the patrons in Off the Mark, several of them were taking note when Estrid and Peridor were speaking to your table. You can't exactly tell if that is due to them being part of the loop, or maybe being part of their rival, well, gang, as it were, the Black Quills.
Okay.
And when it comes to Carl, he's, broad-shouldered. He's seen a fair share of scuffs and kerfuffles. You can tell that, like, his face has certain swelling and a broken nose, clearly, that show
Cauliflower ear?
there's definitely a cauliflower ear, and like he's a fawn, so he has pretty big ears. So it one sticks out like it's healthy, the other clearly isn't.
Gotcha.
Broccoli head.
Yeah. And as he says, like, well, rooms here aren't cheap, but at least there's nobody's going to bother you. You get the feeling that he's not boasting there.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do I recognize Carl from 3 years ago?
Oh. Yeah, that ear is new. He didn't have the
He is
cauliflower
new.
ear before.
But everything else, I know this person.
You know Carl, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right.
You've seen glimpses of Yannick, his son. But back then, Yannick wasn't working here. Yannick was kind of being kept in the back, occasionally doing some stuff in the kitchen or such, from what you've been told. But now that Yannick is older, he has taken a bit more like front of the house duties.
Makes sense.
How much would those be?
Well, it's gonna be, depending on how long you're staying, for the 5 of yous, probably going to be, well, for one night, it's gonna be 2 handfuls total. But if you want to stay for longer, we can figure out some price. I don't do, like, breakfast included or stuff, so you gotta pay for that on your own, but... The question then is, how long are you planning to stay here? Because,
We don't really know right now.
At least a few nights.
As long
Okay.
as necessary.
Yeah, I gotta find some people.
ain't it
Do
always
3
that case?
for now and pay up more if we need to stay a couple more days later.
Sure. Well, with that, say 3 nights, handful each for you.
Okay.
I will be handing over my handful of gold, yes. Or gold, I say. Money.
Does
My handful of money.
Does anyone
handful of
look a
character.
bit tight on coinage at the moment?
Nope.
I had
can
5.
handle my own.
Now I would have 4.
I'm down to 5, but it's fine.
I've marked my own already.
All right. He takes it, puts it in a pouch he's carrying, kind of like just below his apron. And he says, after you're done with your drinks, just come on over to the bar and I'll sort out your keys.
Thank you.
Of course. If you need anything, just ask me or ask Yannick here. I know he's not the talkative kind, but he's a good kid. As good as you can get over here. Another smile, like, of course, yeah. Don't want to see people getting into trouble, and well, since you're talking about staying here for a couple of nights, I have no idea what kind of stuff you're going to be into. Just as you're not going to get any trouble with others, I ask that you don't get into trouble with others as well.
All I can say is we're not intending to.
ain't that the way? All right. Well, you enjoy those drinks. And he shuffles off.
If I suppose, if I remember correctly from what we discussed about what I remember from X,
Mm-hmm.
what Nose remembers, Garrick has told me what the symbol of the black quill is and where it's located, right?
They got a big theater building.
They have the Blackwills have kind of set up in the temple, which used to kind of like be empty from the.
No, sorry, let me interrupt. I mean, we discussed that they have a symbol that they wear on their bodies.
Yes.
Right.
So that is something usually hidden under a lapel of some kind, unless they really need to show like, hey, we're in this number. But it's a little like treble clef, like a musical symbol.
All right. So I'm going to just like, while all of this conversation was happening, is it possible for me to just like retroactively have like scanned whether Carl seems to be potentially hiding it or is openly showing it?
I don't think this is a role necessarily here.
No.
What you see in Carl, he wears this apron, and then he wears sturdy trousers. There is not really
I think
a
like actively wearing the symbol of one of the groups would counter the whole "this is neutral ground" thing.
Oh, it absolutely would.
True.
And
I just want to gauge a little bit about like what I know from 3 years ago to where we are now. 'Cause I also want to share information with the rest
yeah,
of the
he
team.
doesn't seem much different in that sense. He clearly has taken a couple of beatings in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Outside of that, can't really tell.
Do I know him to be like a fighter? I mean, obviously he owns the bar and he owns the bar in X, so I can imagine he's been very sort of firm about like, you're causing trouble in my bar, get the fuck out, and deals with it sometimes.
Yeah.
But like,
So
is he an actual like prone to violence kind of guy? I don't think so.
he's more a person that if there is a fight, he's going to try and finish the fight, but he doesn't start
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, he
Got it.
gets involved with the bar brawls.
Yeah.
Just try and sort them out.
What you also know is the trouble that goes around in X. Back in the day, Carl didn't get into a lot of trouble because like half of what he earns, or maybe more, went directly to the loop. How things are right now, you can't be certain without like really delving into it. But there must be some sort of agreement between him, the loop, and the Black Quills for him to maintain that this is neutral ground.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just gonna take this opportunity to catch everyone up a little bit on the conversation that I had with Garrick. I don't know if you want to skip it over or if you just want me to like say it in character.
You're free to say it in character. You're free to make a summary of it for the others.
Question, do we want to say this out loud in the bar area, or do we want to retreat to one of the rooms first before we get into more sensitive topics?
I wasn't going to ask, but I was going to ask for a check if that was the case.
I think I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this at the table, but like I'm going to be careful about what is being shared, or like this is stuff that's like not weird, but people at the table need to know. Like
Like
everybody else in X knows this. I'm just updating people at the table of what's going on. My attempt here is to be as comfortable as I'm just at a bar with my companions. I'm drinking a drink that tastes awful, but I'm eating doodle nuts and I'm having a good time with that. That's the kind of impression that I'm trying to give while just also just yapping about like
Also, like, the new people are getting caught up on what this town's about. Like, that's normal.
By someone that has some knowledge about this. So let me ask you, Gamesy, for a presence roll. And in this case, let me actually see what their your experiences. I think if you want, one more thing might work here as like telling this all kind of like as an aside rather than like, hey, here's the deal, pay attention, to make it less obvious.
Yeah, and I'm also not like shouting about it.
No.
Like if people are listening in, they're listening in, but they're going to have to make an attempt to listen. Yeah, I will add one more thing. Why the fuck not? I have to spend a hope for this, yes?
You do have to spend 1 hope for that, yes.
Okay. Please roll
There
with hope.
we
No, roll
go.
with hope.
Is a roll with hope. 19. Very good. So with this, your way of presenting this becomes kind of like, well, it's obvious that this is happening, and obviously this, and well, as you know, blah 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 blah. So you can quite easily share this information with everyone else without you getting the feeling that people are really like listening in on exactly what it is you're saying.
I'm just having a funny tale. So yeah, when I was last here, there's a group called the Loop, and they like run stuff here. But now there's another group, the Black Quills, and oh man, where did I put my notes? Don't remember the current leader.
Current leader was a guy who was kind of self-obsessed to the point where he keeps starring in plays about himself.
Yeah. I just don't remember his name. But then,
Right.
like, the leader also has like a scriptwriter, and that person's name is Steven?
Samuel.
No? Samuel. There we go. I'm like, it's a name. It's a name with an S.
Anna.
There's a Samuel as well. That's like part of the hierarchy, if you will. So now there's just a little bit of like this, I guess, turf war or stalemate, sort of. Yeah, so things are a little different from what I was expecting, but yeah. And I give Kaylin a look because I believe Kaylin has already shared like Samuel
Yeah.
as a
Yeah.
as a
Maybe,
name that
maybe.
we should know.
I don't know, being a member of a gang just isn't like the Samuel I knew, so either he's changed a lot since I saw him, or he's a different guy.
Yeah, I mean it's a common name, right? There's lots of Samuels in the high fantasy world.
Like, I know Samuel was better at me at script writing, acting, and being stagehand, and
What?
this goes on for like 5 minutes.
Ooh, this Samuel guy sounds really cool.
Well, I mean, definitely sounds charismatic enough to be able to get the attention of the leader of the Black Quills.
He went off to... because he wanted to earn more money doing adventuring type stuff, but these don't seem like that. These don't sound like the people he went off with.
I'd be curious to see one of their shows. Apparently, they run these very frequently. So that might be something worth looking at, like when the next one is.
But also there's people who came up to us.
Yeah. But there's a couple of things that we need to get done here, right? There's There's
thing 1, thing 2, and thing 3.
yeah.
Oh, I only thought there was thing 1 and thing 2.
Now there's
I need to
there's a
update
secret
my
third
book.
thing.
Oh, wow.
Well, we have rooms, we've had snacks, we've had drinks. About what time of day is it, Storytime?
Hard to say given that you're inside a cavern complex. However,
Is there a clock?
I would say in this particular building, at this time of day, in this climate,
Located entirely in.
no.
No clock.
There's no clock. However, you've
Did you feel
arrived
bad?
here. You've arrived here kind of like at the just afternoon. So 2 hours may have passed. So it is getting later into the afternoon now.
Would you like to walk around, get a feel for the town outside of the tavern then?
Sure. Do
Well,
you?
it's a thing to the party.
Mhm.
If that would like to.
I'm curious what the others think in that sense.
Perhaps,
Rune is very much still like Rune will at some point like kind of lean down to nose and the kind of whispering like, "What am I allowed to say out loud? I don't know what I am allowed to say."
as very little about your stuff as possible.
How do we find the person I need to deliver?
I have no idea. I'm going to have to talk to somebody. Or do some
Okay.
talking to somebody's.
I can maybe ask Asani for guidance.
Yeah,
That's
maybe
about-
let's. I think Hafreet might have an idea. We just take a stroll, get our bearings, and then we come back to the rooms, and then we talk with whatever information we have at our disposal.
I do
If
feel
that-
like doing
if
like, my ceremony is probably not best done in the main room of the tavern. Might get some looks.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, Rune would probably stay with Ophelia. Obviously not saying out the name Ophelia out loud because a different name for now, but would probably stay with Ophelia for that guidance thing. Assuming we're going to a room later for that and doing that in the privacy of one of our rooms.
I mean, I do have a question here. How much of this are you discussing at the table?
Probably like not much more out loud. Probably just like we can do like a guidance thing later, and I think that's what. At that point, I think at least Rune would probably not wanna or be too scared to talk more openly and out loud for now. Because Rune is right now very paranoid about being listened in on.
And probably
figuring-
with with all the right reasons there.
Yeah, I think that's why Ophelia is also like, I can do that, but not here.
Yeah, I openly just said like I think we can go and take a stroll, like Hafreet suggested, and then come back to our rooms and talk more there in our rooms. So that's what I've said out loud.
Right. As you kind of finish up your drinks, I would say that you check in with Carl he gives you 3 room keys. It is up to you to decide who is going to bunk with whom. And you're able to kind of stow your gear there if you so choose. But you're also welcome to bring your gear, like, depending on what you want. It's not as safe of a town as Nolan or Cot might be.
Right, there's one thing I would like to do here specifically. I would like to still keep most of my stuff with me, but essentially just leave a bag just in my room, just like on the bed. Have nothing important in the bag, essentially not the package I'm supposed to be delivered, just a small bag. I have 2 of those bags, like a basic supplies bag and a small bag of rocks and bones. Basically just like leave one of those in the room and then come back later and check whether it was moved in any way, whether somebody tried looking through my stuff. That is all I would leave in the room for now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think Ophelia would just leave stuff like a bedroll and a tent or something.
Yeah, like
No,
the backpack. The
way
backpack
I'm
of
gonna
like.
ch-
Sorry, go ahead.
the way I'm gonna check if anyone comes in is I'm gonna fold a piece of paper and stick it in the top of the door.
Excellent.
I think Ophelia will do that with a feather.
Yeah.
So long as individuals are walking around geared up, I will remain walking around geared up with my stuff items.
Yeah, I think I would probably advise everybody to just be
Oh yeah, I'm bringing my weapon.
actually ready for any sort of action, but like things that are not valuable, that aren't required for like travel, leave it behind. You don't have to like carry your entire rucksack with you.
Like I'm not bringing
Don't
my
leave it
spare
obvious.
clothes with me, but I'm
Yeah.
bringing my quill because that's my weapon.
Naturally, that's very fair. So, as you're getting stuff ready to kind of like put back in your rooms and then head out to kind of figure out the town a little bit, the amount of people that are in Off the Mark have made that area a little warmer than the rest of X, even though it's in a cavern and there's not too much fresh air being blown out from the cold. It is still pretty chilly. Outside of Off the Mark, there is a bit of a marketplace. People selling their wares. Most of them, you can tell, are like poachers selling their catches, some artisans, but most of it is foodstuffs. And you can tell, given that it is later in the afternoon, most of the supplies are thinning out. Let me bring up this and turn that off. Now, I would like... actually, no. I'm going to roll a d10. 1 and 2 is Hafrit, 3 and 4 is Kalen, 5 and 6 is Nose, 7 and 8 is Ophelia, and 9 and 10 is Rune. And I would like the person that I hit here to make an instinct roll.
Oh god.
I have a good
That
instinct, I have
is
good
a
instinct.
rune.
Yes, I have good instinct. And that is, I assume, a
Thank
reaction
God it's
roll?
not me.
This is not going to be a reaction roll.
Not a reaction roll. Okay, would either my navigator or the stone tells a story experiences help here?
No.
All right, then I would assume I just roll.
Yes. That is a 14 with fear, so I gain some resource here. And with a 14, I just need to check one thing. Meets it, beats it. Rune.
Yes.
given that you hit the difficulty for this, you notice that something brushes past you, and you can just see a smaller figure running away from you.
Vicious Entangle does damage. I don't want to immediately do damage. I will alert like the person going next to me and like point, hey, somebody just brushed past me.
And also, I would like you to clear
Also,
a
yes,
handful of coins.
another handful. Okay. Down to 4.
As you just got robbed.
Cool. Is there anybody else around? Is running after people right now making a ruckus, or is this?
Only the fleeing figure is currently, like, making a run for it.
Can
Right.
I dash after them?
I was
Absolutely.
gonna ask,
That's very cool.
is this feels like it could be a trap? Are they trying to lead us somewhere? Is this? Rune is so paranoid right now about everything here.
Everything is potentially a trap, right? So the main thing is, if you're expecting a trap, how far are you gonna pursue a thing?
I think
Basically,
I'm
that's a
actually
good
going
question
yourself.
Okay,
for
I mean,
Rune to
I'm
answer.
genuinely comfortable with going after them for you.
I mean, if Nose goes, I will going too, but I will be running after Nose, and I will specifically, like, instead of keeping my eyes on the target, keep a lookout for, like, is there anything around us that's, like, suspicious or dangerous right now?
Does it appear for the rest of the party that the goal is to follow, or the goal is to catch this thief? This is a party. This is a player question, or maybe a little bit of a character question.
I mean, I cannot answer that.
I will probably, if Rune is like, hey, I just felt someone brush against me, I'm assuming I know that this happens often here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just
So
saying,
you
Also-
would just dash after, right? I would be running after, but being paranoid, I would just try following you and also keep an eye on the surroundings.
I will
Okay.
probably yell, get back here, and then take off.
Okay, so it sounds like the goal is to catch.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Oh my
All right.
Wamo.
Okay.
If you're running past me, if I would be allowed to, I would quickly do a, like, it's literally just a touch thing. I would cast wall walk on you, so you're able to potentially move even more efficiently through, like, this space.
Excellent. So we'll be
That
starting
just costs me
that.
1 hope, so I'll just quickly do that.
We'll
just
be
to have
starting this
some side hope.
chase after a break. So I would ask you all to get something to drink, especially for those in the northern hemisphere. We are going to be taking a break. There's going to be some ads. You'll be able to see some clips if you aren't subscribed. If you're not subscribed, you will most likely see those ads. And in the meantime, I hope you have a lovely time for yourself to do some self-care. See you in a moment.
Hey chat.
Oh,
Might be a
also,
good thing
there's
to
Harry.
stretch your legs, straighten your
Oh,
back,
Harry.
take your
Here's my
meds if
meds
you
alarm,
need
but I
to,
already took
get
my
something
meds.
to drink,
That's good.
get
Hey.
comfy while you're at it.
Okay, goodbye now.
Bye.
His fucking buckets. His fucking buckets. Get the fuck out of. Okay, no, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Don't waste your ults on nothing. You got jokes, you little shit. Okay, let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Okay. Okay. All right.
Everywhere. Everywhere there's a person, there's a pair of titties.
I don't think this is it either.
Incineroar or Incineroar. Then we have the MB Bright Slime Kitty for Ray. We have a Blowy Flag Happy Dancing Cat for... Well, I won! Yay! I got one warden.
Wow, that definitely was squeaky. I'm so happy I had put a noise.
Is that anything like you? I'm Batman. Ovo. Forgo off him. Okay, that was good. Okay, I'm glad. All right, you're welcome. All right.
So basically what you have to do, Miz, is you have to go over to StreamerBot and you go, look at me, listen. First, you're going to pull from this text file, one line at a time. Then, you're going to shout out that text as the username, and then it's going to go into a sequential queue. Look at me. Sequential queue, one after the other. That's what you have to do. All right? Good bot.
I'm fine.
Which song? Dragon queefs to Major Tom. Dragon queefs to Major Tom. Put your scales down and let's get that condom on. Dragon queefs to Major Tom. What if we...
How we reach our goals around here. Besides, we are so far gone that we kill machined life forms after they surrender. A strawberry of dollars. Ichigo. Oh, who let the Mets score one? Oh my god, it's 1-11 now. Fuck the Mets.
Okay, medium, damn spicy. Okay, you know what? I need to be able to move, so I'm just gonna have to redo. Oh, wait, what is happening here? My exit. button isn't working. Okay. Hey, you know what you need for a wireless keyboard? You need it to be charged. You need to... A medium damn spicy cup of coffee. Thank you, sir. I was not locked. I was a dumbass.
One. Welcome back. So, we finished a scene just before as we are headed out to X proper, where Rune noticed that her pockets were picked and a escaping figure is making off with their ill-gotten loot to the south, where Nose is aware is kind of like a housing area. Now, with Daggerheart, there's the options to basically simulate chases. I'm grabbing the rules for that. Given that it was a success that you noticed that you were getting pickpocketed Rune, the distance isn't all too great between your party and the robber. Going to just...
I just need to get in very close range.
Mm-hmm. So the way chases work in Daggerheart is you start at a certain number for a countdown, and your quarry starts at a lower number of a countdown. When their countdown hits 0, they escape. When your countdown hits their number, you are catching up with them. Like, as you're right there. So, I think we are starting you off at 4. This is a short... Oh. New countdown. It is a short-term countdown, starting value 4. It's going to be party. And the new countdown is going to be robber. Starts over at 3. So, normally, in this situation, you just need to hit a success on your first action to catch up. So, Hafrit has already started on deft maneuvers, and Rune has cast Bulwark. I will say that this gives you...
Specifically again on Hafrit, because Hafrit was running past me.
Yep.
And I was just giving it to the first person running past me because it's a touch action.
Yes. So, with this, it seems likely for Hafrit to take this action, and given your abilities here, I would say that gives you 2 advantage.
2 advantage?
Yes.
That would be 2d6, right?
2d6, and you pick the higher.
Cool. So
Should have
then
had to do my thing.
Does that mean I don't roll for the chase then? Just
Not yet.
to be clear.
I have an idea for a thing to help with this.
I might also fail.
It might also require the GM approval.
The
So
question
what
is
would
kind
that
of
roll-
how do you want to tackle this? Is more
Literally.
my question.
I have a spell called Slumber that is very close range.
Right.
I was wondering if I could do it at a further range to make him sleepy.
I see.
To slow him down a bit.
Okay.
With a spellcast roll.
I think yes, this would be a reaction spellcast roll.
Okay. So just do my presence.
And I'll say that will give your target disadvantage on any checks that they might make.
Okay. That's fair enough. I will just roll it. It's a reaction roll.
But the way we're
Ooh.
approaching this is starting to feel like a hydrogen bomb against a coughing baby.
I don't know how good his magical defenses are.
Yes, an 11 is not going to be higher than this character's difficulty. So that would be, unfortunately, a failure. But this is a reaction roll. So you try and cast this magic, but the conjured words that fly off towards this target do not land on point. So that's...
So it's less tackling. I know that's kind of how you asked for it.
Mhm.
Even though I personally would be perfectly okay tackling it. It's more just grabbing and holding them so they can no longer move or run.
Right.
But it is definitely physical in nature. I just don't know if you need to roll agility to try to catch up or strength to try to restrain.
What is your goal? Do you want to specifically catch up and push your speed, or do you want to grapple and restrain?
My goal is to catch and restrain. Because I can catch up pretty easy, all things considered.
Okay.
Or at least get a start on being caught up or so often. So.
Excellent. So, with that, if it is restraint, that would be a strength check.
So I'll click that. I have advantage, which would be 2d6 I rolled on this. Yes, 2d6 keep highest. Okay, perfect.
Yes.
I presume this person is not large.
No, it's not. This figure is not larger than you or any of you are.
Would you allow me to use honor bound, as this is a dishonorable act that I am trying to correct?
Ooh, honor bound is more you acting with honor rather than correcting someone's dishonor, I would say. But you are honor bound to correct this infraction. Yeah.
Honor bound to help your friends.
Yeah, that works. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do that. We'll spend a hope. Got the traits on there, got all my stuff, so I will roll.
Well, there you go, 23 with hope. So, because this is a chase that uses the dynamic countdown rules, a success with hope normally ticks down your countdown by 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that, you've more than caught up. And in turn, given how high you've rolled, I believe, the advantage, you have rolled a 5 on advantage. That brings this figure to a halt. As you catch them, do you want to restrain their arm, or do you want to push them down onto the ground or against a wall?
So pretty much as soon as Rune gives the notification that she's been robbed and knows, responds with kind of the hey stop type of thing, as Huffrey literally does the thing that they've done beforehand, which is move so fast it almost seems like teleportation in its own way. It's kind of like the thief turns, just like, oh no, I've been had, and then turns and runs into Halfreet, who then just catches them in kind of like a hug as they kind of hit backwards from being stunned.
Excellent. Yeah, with that, you notice that this is like a human, pretty young-ish, a woman, and the moment that you catch her, she gives out like a loud yelp, and then a very shrill whistle as she just whistles, and as she does that, she's trying to get away, but your strength is enough to keep her in place. But you do notice that several other people in the area have noticed what is going on. I'm just going to remove these countdowns now. And two burlier individuals walk over as like, hey, what's this then? What's the trouble?
It's okay.
You okay? Need a drink or something?
Part of me wants to get a vibe check, and then the other part of me is like, I just want to lie and just avoid troubles at a particular moment.
Avoiding trouble, you shouldn't have come here anyway.
Yeah, well, avoid trouble within reason.
I assume the rest of us is still catching up.
Yeah, by this time, both those two other people and the rest of the party has joined up with this altercation. Amanda, what's going on? Was this gentleman bothering you? And she's like, yeah, he's not letting me go, and trying to push you off.
Just return
And
my
we're all
friend's
there
thing,
now,
and you
right?
Yeah, you're all there now.
Can I? Am I overstepping if I say something?
No, by all means, go ahead.
I'll just. Do I recognize her?
No, it's not a familiar face.
All right, I'm just gonna talk to the two gents. Like, listen, mind your business, and we'll mind your own business, and we'll mind ours.
Well, seeing as
That's how things run in X.
well, seeing as your friend is bothering our friend, we thought we could resolve matters.
Well, then, if you want to resolve a pickpocket, make a deal out of something as simple as just handing over what was taken.
Wait, hold on, Amanda, you didn't pick someone's pocket, did you? And she's like, no, of course not. I wouldn't. And again, still trying to break free from Hafreet's grip.
Caleb just under his breath. Caleb just under his breath, like, that's exactly what a pickpocket would say.
Rune so far has had no idea that it was pickpocketing. It was literally just like somebody brushed up against her, ran off, and like just pointed out to everybody else, and everybody else started running after that person. And Rune was, I guess something is happening. So essentially, Rune is just like literally describing in great detail. Oh yeah, well, I suppose that is what happened because this and starts describing in great detail the exact precedence of events. Completely confused, still like, oh okay, I guess this is what must have happened.
Oh, so you're accusing our good friend of something that this lady doesn't even say must have happened.
Well, I can check my wallet. A moment.
Oh yeah, of course you can. Go ahead. Go right ahead.
I push Rune just a little bit with my elbow.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
No. But
No.
isn't that what I need to? Okay.
No. Sorry.
No, no, perfectly fine. Good role playing. Keep going. Absolutely.
I just love Ruth's confusion. Like, no, what? No, and Note's like, no, you're not gonna do that.
Of course
Putting
not.
us in so many things right now. Are there any clips on them? Sorry, GM.
Not that you can see in here at this moment.
Okay.
Because again, those clips are usually hidden in some way.
Yeah, I'm doing my best to try and catch something at some point, just to know what players we're playing with right now. I am doing a terrible job here. Excuse me, Hafreet, you wanted to do something.
Right. Also, I just want to notice above game. Just above game, if I lose the money, I'm fine with that. Like, y'all just play this out however you want to role play this out. I'm fine with whatever outcome as a player. I just want to have that said.
Yeah, we're having fun here.
Yes, no, it's perfectly normal to walk into a group of 5 complete strangers and then book it in the opposite direction after brushing into one. That totally makes sense, doesn't it, fellas?
Yeah, the way you say it makes a lot of sense that you would think so. But Amanda, you must have been in some sort of hurry. Yes, I am. Now let me go. I need to get back. Again.
Sure, return what you have, and I will let you go.
But that's my money.
No, it's not, and we both know it.
Lady says it's her money.
Lady's a liar.
Oh, calling my friend a liar?
Yes.
Yes.
Going to do something about it?
He's calling our friend a liar. Right, that's not right. Some upshot from wherever you are, fancy lad like you, telling us that our friend's a liar. That won't do.
But
So.
Didn't you also call one of us a liar a moment ago? Why is that now a weird thing?
Because you're strangers here. We're not making
You're
trouble.
strangers to
You're
us.
making trouble. Do you?
Except that your friend just stole some things, which would make her trying to accuse us of the same thing that we're accusing you of as projection. This isn't working that way. So we can either do this amicably, and what is stolen can be returned, or we can do this a different way.
Fancy
I'll leave
lad
the choice to
using
you.
fancy words. I think you all need a bit of a lesson on how things are done here in X.
Galen is going to step forward.
Yeah?
As someone who is here to see a close personal friend of mine, Samuel of the Black Quills.
The two look at
How
them,
about
like at each
we
other in
drop
a bit
this?
of surprise.
How about we drop this and just go our separate ways?
A friend of Samuel's, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is interesting. Amanda, just leave it, alright? And she stops resisting.
I'm just gonna nod at every, let's just drop this.
I let go.
Now, Amanda, are you sure there wasn't some misunderstanding and you may have misplaced some of your coins? She kind of looks a bit sheepish. The one and then at the other, both kind of give a nod. She grabs a little handful of coins from a side pocket, puts them in your hands, Rune.
Right, I will take half of those and leave the rest with her.
Kind of looks a little interesting. Outside folks really are gullible. Now, that's not how we talk to friends of friends, now do we? So, friend of Samuel, you said. Interesting. Now, I don't know, but I seem to remember that, well, me and Richard here I'm Harry, by the way. Me and Richard, we happen to know there's going to be a performance later tonight.
Yeah, they're happening almost every night.
Oh, yeah, it's a bit of levity in this here town. And, if, well, you are, as you say, friends of Samuel, then I guess you would love to see one of his shows. I mean,
Rune will also say, "Oh, we
it's
were
not really
willing to go to one of these."
it's not really his show. It's like he wrote it. But of course,
Galen was to say, "I know. That's why I'm here."
Why didn't you say so earlier? All of this trouble could have been gone and forgotten about much sooner. So,
I was hoping to not have to name drop people. You know how it is.
yeah. Fancy lads such as yourselves. Of course. Well, we'll make sure that you get some proper seats in the house, and make sure that Samuel knows. And of course, you better give a big hand to the star of the show. Right?
Of course.
Of course.
He's quite the actor.
Oh, he sure is. Sure is, says Harry, and Richard kind of nods. Well, again, apologies for all of the discomfort. And you can see Amanda kind of grabbing her wrists from how firm Fried's grip was. And, well, just as a heads up, keep your wits about you. Keep your hand on your purses to avoid any such problems in the future, alright?
Why would I keep my hand on my purse? That would just alert people to where it is.
Too right you are, yeah.
Rune was about to put her hand and now slyly taking it away.
Ophelia's gonna lean over and just go, tuck it under your collar.
The two of them kind of saunter off. Amanda looks a little bit worried and then just runs off to the housing district. But yeah, you've just been invited to one of the Blackwell's shows.
As soon as they're out of our vision, Kayla's just slumps an entire foot.
Oh. Does Kaylin's fur kind of stand up?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
It seems your person's name carries a lot of weight around here.
I still don't even know if it's actually him.
This is a good thing, yes?
Maybe.
It's a good thing for this particular moment.
I'm glad they didn't ask for any confirmation.
I'm just going to have to hope that it is the person that you're thinking of, because I have a feeling this information's going to be relayed.
Yes.
Why ever would that be?
If it isn't, I can just say that it was a case of mistaken identity and profusely apologize.
There's so many
and
Samuels
possibly
in the
have to
world
pay
of
some
Troll.
money.
You're really good with your words. I'm glad that you've got that plan sorted.
With that, would you like to go look around X for a bit more, or do you want to get some rest?
First, we're all going to make sure that our purses are in places where pickpockets can't grab them.
Mm-hmm. Though, as you're kind of replacing things,
in somewhere hidden off the.
Oh, okay. So, are somewhere hidden? Would that be over off the mark?
Mine is literally against my flesh, underneath my shirt, belted under my chest plate.
I'm not.
Just
I'm
in
not,
case we need money.
I'm not telling
back.
you where mine is.
I will follow Ophelia's advice and just put it under my collar.
Mm-hmm. So, next stop is...
know if
Shall
I had
we-
a particular thing in mind. I was just trying to get a
I
feel
feel-
for the place. Unless somebody else had a different idea.
Yeah, I feel like this is a daunting enough thing, and I've made a mistake sending us all out into a place where nobody actually has proper information on how to act and how to behave. So I think we should probably go back and talk and actually get a clearer picture of what's going on.
Let's go back. I can do my thing, and Nose can maybe tell us a little bit about what behavior's best for here and what we should avoid.
As we're still outside, are there posters for the play?
Not so much posters as such, but you do notice off to the north of the market, and I'll show this to the folks watching as well. So you were kind of in the market, and the kerfuffle kind of happened over down here with everyone running away. The temple entrance is over here, and there's kind of like a banner that kind of shows Blackwell's show with a star, Davis Belaine in really thick and flowery letters, and the title of the show is One Man's Job.
Does it say how to get tickets?
Nope.
Is it
Doesn't say anything about entry fee. Doesn't even say anything about entry fee.
Okay. Is there a drawing of Mr. Davis?
There is, yes. Mr. Davis Belaine, very broad-shouldered, thick-chested, very long blonde hair, very much a poster boy of almost like of virility, and very clearly like a masculine ideal of
Very clearly
of beauty.
an exaggeration of what he actually looks like.
Yeah, like if he looks
Some
like that
artistic
in
liberties may have
person,
been taken.
if he looks like that in person, he looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you know, the black and white, like slightly grayscale Giga Chat image, but like slightly altered.
Slightly altered, yes.
Yeah, with flowing golden hair.
He's kind of like Fabio.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, that's a reference.
So I will say, because I did also roll for it to see how well like Rune keeps like it together, but like that like something about this poster makes Rune uneasy. Something about the situation.
Let's get back to the past.
All right. So you head over to 3 of the rooms, kind of over there. Yes, we are moving through. It's basically these 3, like first 3 rooms. There's bunk beds in these rooms, and by this point, Greg has long went home, so he's no longer in off the mark.
Bye, friend.
Bye, friend. And with that, we're just going to go back to the landing page for a moment. There we go. And yeah, it is going to be cramped, but you are able to all fit in one of the rooms to talk with each other, discuss matters, and be reasonably certain that you're not being overheard.
Right. if we're also discussing who will eventually be bunking with who else, Rune would volunteer to bunk with Ophelia for two reasons. Number one, like the guidance ritual thing, and number two, because Rune knows Ophelia is currently working on a first aid kit as a project. Like Rune has the experience of like first aid medic, so would be able to help put that together more easily.
Mm-hmm.
The question is also who would not mind sleeping alone.
I think technically Nose is probably the safest to sleep alone, given her connections.
Yeah, I'm good with sleeping alone. I'm good with sleeping with other people. Go outside and I'll work out what's left. But I will offer advice to people for how to keep themselves safe tonight in their rooms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you kind of share tips on how to keep a room secure. By the way, the tricks that you've already employed to show any tampering with your rooms have proven to not be disturbed.
And that tracks with like my recollection of how Off the Mark worked 3 years ago, right?
These things are more in a sense of like, well, there have been break-ins at Off the Mark, as you've like heard, but it is not it's not rote business that this happens. Like if something gets stolen, Carl, from what you've heard, tends to go and make some noise with the loop, and specifically with the hold on, let me grab this, with like the earlier head of the loop, Sidera.
Yeah. Oh, that's no longer Sidera, right?
Nope. It's Estrid.
Garrick didn't give me a name. Oh, Astrid. Okay, right, Astrid. Right. Yes. We will keep track of the names at some point, I promise.
That's okay. It's why I take notes. Because I can't remember that off the top of my head either.
Right, so as soon as we're in the rooms too,
Mm-hmm.
Rune will just straight up say, like, so this person on the poster, this Davies Boleyn, that is the person I need to deliver this package to, and it seems like our business here, I am starting to think we will need to choose a side in this conflict. Because whatever I do here, I will make enemies.
Well, I think it might be a bit early to state as much, but if we do we all have to choose the same one?
I don't know.
Play them against each other.
If we don't have to choose the same one, we could just use that for different game information.
We
Context
also...
for other people. There's neutral parties. I gesture out towards the rest of the through the doors to the tavern. That is shut. The door's shut. Is just gesturing towards the door.
Mm-hmm.
If this Samuel is the one I knew, then I have no idea how he will react to hearing I'm in town now. I imagine he will be able to figure out it's me from my description.
If it is your Samuel, then most likely.
Yep.
Okay. So, how do we go about this? because it's very hard not to react to such things.
Well, we have been invited to watch a play.
Yes.
We could simply go and watch it.
Right. The other thing I'm wondering is, should we at this point actually, because at this point all I know about this delivery I'm supposed to be making is that I am supposed to deliver a package to one Davies Boleyn. But, well, I
Oh
don't
God.
know what it is I am
Sorry.
delivering.
I apologize. Can you repeat that name? Davis.
Davis
Davies
Boleyn.
Boleyn.
I will put it in the Foundry chat just in case. Davis
I've-
Boleyn.
I've been sitting here thinking the same thing.
And that's definitely the same name that we heard about the star of the show. That's the same spelling we
Yeah.
saw on the
Uh-huh.
poster.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Oh, I was looking at a my brain registered a reference that I don't know if it's there or not. So I don't know what you're thinking about, Katie.
No, that was literally literally just. Oh, isn't that the actor anyway?
He might in fact be.
Right. So, okay, question to the GM. This box I was supposed to be delivering, is
Mhm.
it sealed in the sense that, like, if one were to open it, would it be noticeable that it was opened prior? Or is
Yes.
it just like, okay, so it's...
You'd have noticed that there are seals. They do not necessarily say like what they are from, but they are placed in such a way that any tampering thereof, and these are part of like the simulacrum that you've made of this package. But like any tampering thereof, if you want to open this package, those seals are going to get broken. And they're going to get broken in a way that is not so easily, or even like with current workings, don't seem to be replicated.
Would Rune know enough about... No, Rune would not know enough about that.
I don't believe you have an experience to that
Yes,
effect.
with faking that. No, like one of the things I was thinking of, like a very common technique is like sidestepping the intended way to open it, like just make your own opening and then seal that back up, and people don't check whether like that's something that's easily missed. But I don't think Rune would know that.
I don't believe we discussed any sort of counterfeiting history from Rune, no.
No, absolutely not, no. Right now, this box might be an important bargaining chip. I feel like it is more valuable to us not knowing what is in there for now.
Given the trouble you had with the delivery, you could insist on delivering it to him personally.
Right. That is assuming we want
Or it ends up in
personal
his
access to this person, which... Do we need that?
I don't know.
So there's a little bit there's something that's a little bit suspicious about the Black Wolves. Like, I'm not going to say that the Loop is by any means like a good group. Like X is just full of dastardliness. It's just kind of the way it runs, right? But
It's a shithole filled with shitty assholes.
but Garrett had said something that was kind of surprising to me. I don't recall seeing Garrick so put off by faction stuff before. Granted, the time that we were here, there was no like faction stuff, like faction wars, because there was only one faction. But you know what I mean. But it's just he mentioned something about the people who were part of the Black Wolves almost like treat the performances like a cult. particularly the leader, and so having an in to see him directly is really great, particularly if you want to get close to Samuel and figure out if Samuel is the Samuel that we might need to like intervene for. But I also would hope that we would think of like some sort of measure to take where the package doesn't actually end up. Like, we can hand it over, but it doesn't stay with him. You know what I mean?
You want to hand over the fake?
No, not necessarily, but like if we hand over the real thing, we take it back without him knowing. We steal it. That's essentially what I'm saying. Oh man, I don't.
Well,
I
okay.
apologize. It has been a
Are
while
we-
since I've been here, and I am out off my game.
It's
So, a question, because people now seem to be like, not. Do we not like this Davis Belen? Why are we thinking about stealing from him already?
I am just nervous because I trust Garrick's instincts. And Garrick being put off by a group like this makes me a little hesitant. Like, I'm a little worried about the performance. I wonder if the performance is a little bit
brainwashy.
Probably, yeah, like a little bit suggestive or persuasive, because it's really hard for me to think of anybody in X who would be swayed by like cult-like sentiment, just because of the nature of the place.
Do you think there might be some kind of group hypnosis going on?
Am I aware
The
of like?
entire place be under control if it was group hypnosis?
Am I aware of any of like those kinds of magics that could do
Yes,
that?
I was about to ask, for the magically inclined among us, would we know of the possibility of something like that? What
I
kind of role would that be
believe-
for whom?
Knowledge.
Let me actually see here. So, I would like for anyone here, if they wish, to make a spellcast roll.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll keep that a reaction roll.
Yeah, add an experience to this.
Such as?
The arcane is no longer a secret to me.
Oh yeah, that would definitely fit.
Oh, that's good.
I'm able to cast magic.
Also, before this, I'm gonna actually remember to do the fucking rally. So everyone can have their d6s.
Yeah.
Oh yes, thank you.
How do I do a regular spell roll?
That would be for you, Ophelia.
target more people again?
That would be a strength roll because that's your spellcasting trait.
How do I target multiple people again?
Shift,
Shift
T,
T.
while you're hovering over there. There you go.
Rally. Like this.
I would love to use
only
Can You
applied to
Don't
me.
for this, but I
Oh.
don't think it really applies.
Let me just.
I think we can manually do
that worked
situation
now.
bonus of like a 1d6.
No, it's fine. It's applied now. This.
So, on a 12, Ophelia.
Strength roll.
Yep, that's the spellcasting trait for the Seraph.
Oh, right. Okay, got it. Understood. My bad.
So, okay, on a 12, Ophelia, there may be such magics, but you are not aware of them. They do not fit in your wheelhouse. Kaelin and Rune. I think you kind of get the same information here. Rune specifically, you would get that magics to influence are definitely possible within the sphere of magic as it is. And Rune, you specifically know that Kalen, with proper training and extra power, would be able to learn such things as a bard.
I probably have some of those spells in my spellbook, I just haven't gotten to them yet.
Right. So would do any of us also get something about like ways to shield yourself from this, or is this all we get for now?
It mostly has to deal with, like, you've
Would
got to have
something-
a
would
proper
something
set.
on this scale be more likely to be like a one and done, or something you would have to go multiple times for to have an actual effect?
If the situation as you're sketching it right now plays out, there are rituals that kind of enhance such powers with continuous application.
I think if we go once, it should be alright.
And as you're kind of
We'll also
describing
pass
this
along
situation,
to Kaelin, what I know, so
Mhm.
Kaelin can potentially look around like the spell book for anything.
Very fair. Now, with time passing as it does, I'm going to say that it would be possible for you to continue your discussions in your rooms. I would suggest doing so in our private channel.
We have been.
For you have been?
We have been talking in the rooms.
No, sorry, like as in
okay.
on Discord. Your
I just realized
private.
what time it is.
Yes.
It's late.
It is getting to the end. So this is something like you're
awake, I
perfectly.
swear.
It's okay. It's late. It is also very hot. So brains are running at in incompatible circumstances. Now, before next session, we can definitely talk about like what do you want to do, like before or even like in preparation of the Blackwell performance. But I would like to take a moment, kind of zooming further in the narrative where you've had this conversation, you've had your discussions, and there is a moment of quiet between now and the performance where, Ophelia, I would like you to make an instinct roll.
Ooh. Reaction roll or regular?
Regular.
Regular.
Regular roll.
I'm gonna use the rally thing.
That sounds like a very fair point.
Hell yeah.
Oh wait, I can actually literally say Bardic Rally dice.
Yep.
6. I don't think my experiences apply here. Well, I don't know what I'm rolling for, but I'm assuming they won't.
Let me see which would apply. You have Can You Don't, Likeable, and Mender. No, I don't think these particularly fit this situation.
Fingers crossed I roll something good.
Okay. Thank you for the fear.
You're
I don't
welcome.
like that. No,
But on a
don't say it
16,
like that.
there is a moment where, you know, the discussions have taken a lot out of you. You are getting pretty tired. There will be that moment with guidance with Rune that you've just performed in this moment. But as you're packing up your things and Rune has kind of left the room for a moment, probably to find a bathroom or something else. don't think this music fits. Let me find
It
something.
feels slightly funeral-ish, and
Yeah.
I'm hoping that's not the case.
I think this bit fits better. There is a sudden breeze that you're experiencing. And it's surprising not just because of the place you find yourself in. You're like in a cavern, like you're in a building in a cavern for like pretty far outside of the outside air. But it's also a familiar sensation. The sensation that you get like before you take out your divination pieces, where it feels like Asani is wanting to tell you something. And you notice that the door was kept open on a jar, and with your room being kind of the first in the area where the other rooms are situated, you can look just into the big hole of the mark, where you see Yannick behind the bar cleaning a flagon, and he kind of looks wistful. And there's a moment where he kind of looks over to the hallway to the rooms, and your eyes meet for a moment, and he kind of looks away. Darn it, sheepishly. But then puts down the flagon, puts down the cleaning cloth, kind of slowly but surely makes his way, and you don't see his face immediately, but he knocks on the door.
She will open it and just go.
Hi.
Can I help you?
Oh, I was wondering, you're new here, right? And he can tell he's having a hard time even asking a question like that.
Well, I guess it's kind of obvious, isn't it?
Kind of is. Sorry.
It's okay.
I was wondering, could you tell me a little of what life is like outside of X? And I think with that, we are going to finish our session today.